Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your double-fisted dab of the day. You've heard of two-fisted drinking. This is going to be two-fisted dabbing. We're going to have our G-Pen Connect on our SI pipes, triple filtered. And then we're going to have our Luca Q7 on our mini nail glass piece. Hello, everybody. Today's Tuesday. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to the channel, join the Senior Stoner family, hit that like button, and send the comments my way. I reply to them all. Boy, life is just full of unexpected events, isn't it? How do we deal with them all without stressing out, freaking out, and completely going bonkers? Well, you have to stay positive. You have to remember that age-old saying, this too shall pass. But in reality, there's a lot of work we got to do. You got to accept that unexpected things can and will happen in everybody's life. It could be small things affecting day-to-day life, or it could be big things. You realize after reaching your office that you forgot to take the key to your office. You're cooking your breakfast and you noticed veggies just aren't enough. Your kid's school bus is late and you end up wasting your time. Your organization is going for a restructuring and you need to move to a new team. Come on, talk about unexpected in every category. It can also be significant things that impact your entire life, because life is full of unexpected turns and twists. Some make us frightened, as I just listed, and sometimes life gifts us with surprises like an award, a lottery win. You find an old friend. You might even get sweet surprises as life unravels itself. You see, we're far better capable of dealing with positive changes than we think we are, even though sometimes it can be overwhelming. Most of us struggle with unpredicted adverse changes, except that nobody is exempt from unexpected events in their lives. Acceptance of that will equip us to tackle what's called eventualities. You have to look at it. Do you have control over any of the unexpected events that occur regularly? Think about the past unexpected things. Do you have control over them? Many times, if we plan early, we can avoid many of the unexpected events within our control, such as forgetting a key, running out of gas, things like that. But if we have no control over them, we just simply have to learn to deal with them effectively. We've got to prepare ourselves for the unexpected. Plan for the possible unexpected events and be ready to handle them, simply said. To avoid a shortage, regularly check your stock of whatever it would be, including gas in your tank, and plan ahead. To forget the keys, keep them in a safe, handy place the same time. And remind yourself in writing of things. You know what? If you serviced your car on time, you'd avoid car breakdowns. If you cut your finger, make sure you have a first aid kit in the house. You see, we will not be able to prepare for every single eventuality. But preparedness means being mentally prepared. So, for example, if the floor gets wet, we don't have shoes, we might have sandals. You get my drift, okay? So it includes handling adversities in a better way. That's what preparation gets you. Because what you want to make sure you do is learn to never react immediately. Think about it. If we react and act quickly, we might end up countering everything we set out to do emotionally. Instead of responding rapidly to any event, do a deep breathing for a moment or two and try to avoid what's called thoughtless reactions. Use logic instead and reasoning over that emotion when we respond. Focus on the how to solve your problem rather than the why. That way you can have a more sensible response instead of going down the wormhole of never finding out why. And if you have a plan to tackle an unexpected situation, execute that plan when something happens. If not, you're going to learn through the experience of not having a plan that a plan would have helped you. And you're going to learn to acknowledge your emotions. You're going to learn to face the unexpected reorganization. You're going to learn to face it and be happy about it because you ain't got no control over it. The company's doing it. You're going to talk to your boss about it. You're going to share it with your colleagues. You might even make more money and be more successful. Even though you shouldn't react emotionally, you need to acknowledge and own your emotions. Hiding your feelings and acting adaptive may not be helpful to you in the long run, but at the same time, it's important to get out of that pain as quick as you can. Stay positive. Remember that somehow unexpected events are part of our lives, so we need to stay optimistic and keep going. We need to remember that our lives are cyclical, like a Ferris wheel, and you go to the top every time and cross over and get two things: hope and opportunity, every time. And if you can scratch your fingers on the windowsill, you can get yourself in that window. You see, at the other end of all these little things might just be a better life for us. What I hope is that sharing things with you all gets you to feel better about yourselves. We all need to find ways to deal with unexpected things. And when you deal with an unexpected thing and don't do well, you might feel bad about it. Guess what? It might have been out of your control. Let's all stop feeling bad that we can't control what we can't control. I think it's called the Serenity Prayer. Only worry about the things that you can control, and the rest of it leave to you know who. So, what are we going to dab today? Let's take on some GMO Crasher live resin. Here we go. We're going to load it up in both. We're going to load it up on the G Pen Connect, and we're going to load it up over here on our Q7. Both devices, I should note, have recently been cleaned, and the glass they're in is virtually brand new. So we're going to have some pretty cool dabs here together. I want to thank you all for being here with me, staying with me to the dab. Here we go. On blue, G Pen Connect goes first. When we see the dab train, we start token. Ready, set, go. Here we go. Very tasty. Sometimes the G Pen Connect kills you. Other times it's light as a feather. This, on the other hand, this Q7 is a monster. I have it set at 560 degrees, which is pretty high. I think I'm going to take it only to 500 today. And it's there. Oh my goodness. Cheers. That was quick. What a nice rip that was. Excellent. Both of these were stellar hits. This has been the Senior Stoner. And what's left of him for the dual dab of the day. Cheers. Oh, my craft. Have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.